Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they get a start is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's Thompson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 59 yards and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run on the draw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get him there for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. The numbers for Jackson in last week's game: 19 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now Thompson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now it's Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, it's Barrett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He'll drop this down to Jackson, and he'll go down at the 28. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Back to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The throw over the middle taken in. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On third down, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Here's Thompson on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down, it's Barrett. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They run on first down with Jackson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Thompson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Thompson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a throw that's complete. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thompson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. To throw is Thompson on 3rd down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Jackson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Thompson. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. And he's got this down to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Jackson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Thompson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw. Thompson. Right side caught by Jackson.
And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Now Thompson. It's caught by Jackson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Looking to throw. Thompson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. London about set to take over on offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Second and 10.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Get ready.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they try the right side here. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs have yet again retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Like 56. Come on.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Thompson. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Thompson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's your time, baby. We need a point.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, Jackson. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Thompson. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Thompson. That's caught by Jackson.
And he's going to have the Jets' 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be caught by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Jackson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Great call to hand that one off. And as running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives them a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. So he didn't start this one the way he wanted to, but yeah, he's so elite, been through so many of these battles. Hard to keep him down for an extended period of time.
And to demonstrate just how unusual this start was for him, our guy Marvin handed us some statistics that showed us he doesn't do this very often. What we're seeing now, though, that's what we're used to seeing. He made an adjustment, and boy, it's working really well.
Back to his old form. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down at 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Barrett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now Las Vegas down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Pitts. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barrett. Open space inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barrett. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to grind it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
London about set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.